Hello students. So we have already discussed comprehension 2 question and answers of unit number 6 Babar Ali, and I hope you remember the task or the assignment that I had given you, that you have to write down answers for Roman number 1, that is comprehension 1. Hope you have written answers for that. In the last class, we have discussed comprehension 2, which are 4 marks answers. So, in today's class, we are going to take up comprehension 3, which are 6 marks answers. So, let us start reading. Comprehension 3. So, the first question is, according to Nasiruddin, education is man's true religion. How does Babar Ali's school prove this? So, what points we need to include here is, Babar Ali is the very privileged boy in his village to get educated because he comes from a family which believes that education is man's true religion. Babar Ali's father is not like other people who quarrel about their caste and religion. Instead, he is a person who gives importance to education because he believes that education is man's true religion and that nobody can steal it from you. Babar Ali and his other volunteer friends have put in a lot of efforts to convince the parents to send their children to school. Babar Ali's commitment is also commendable because we can see the growth of the school, that how the number of students increased from 8 to 800. This shows how he has been able to change people's view about education. Babar Ali is a very good example to prove that where there is a will, there is a way. Because at a very young age of 16, it is very rare to see this kind of maturity of starting one's own school and running it successfully with the pure and only intention to educate the poor children of his village. The children who learn in Babar Ali's school are unprivileged, but they have a great zeal of learning because they have been inspired by Babar Ali, his family, and his friends. So, next question number 2. The increasing strength of Babar Ali's school reflects the transformation in our society's attitude towards education. Substantiate. Babar Ali initiated the idea of opening his own school at the age of 9. The school was started for the poor children who had not even seen the inside of a school. The village in which Babar Ali lives in a poor family. People who cannot afford to send their children to school, in spite of the government providing free education, but still there are expenses which the poor families are unable to bear. That is why people send their children to work and support the family financially. So, what meaning this paragraph carries, I have already explained to you when we were reading the lesson. So, even if government provides free education, means if there is no fees also, even then there are so many other expenses if one has to go to school. So to bear that, it is not possible for the people who are in the rural areas, and that is the reason they send their children to work so that they can earn some money and support the family. Babar Ali observed this and decided to bring about a change because he and his friends believed that education is true religion. Also, it is the right of every person. So, getting the basic or primary education is the right of each and every person. So, Babar Ali thought, if I am getting some kind of education, then I should I should impart that to my uh, brothers and sisters and other poor children who are in the village and their parents are unable to send them to school because they have no great source of income. And that is with this idea he started the school. With this idea, Babar started his own school, which is now institutionalized. Institutionalized means got recognition from government. So legally, he is permitted to run the school by the government. He did not think of the response that he would get for his school, but just started it with 9 students. When he started the school, he was not worried whether people will respond positively to his venture, whether they will send their children to him to learn. He did not keep thinking all that. He just wanted to bring about a change. He wanted to impart knowledge and education to his friends and other poor children, and he just started it. But what happened? Gradually, the strength increased, and now the school has 800 students. This shows that Babar has been successful in changing the attitude of the people towards education. So, what change he wanted to bring about, that he is successful in bringing about, because the strength of the school, which was only 8 when he started, is now gone to 800. So imagine the number of students who joined the school. Excuse me. So Babar has been successful in bringing about a change in the thinking of the people and making people look positively towards being educated. Babar Ali and his friends, who are students themselves, are trying to make the world a better place without any selfish motive. So they know that Babar and his friends know that after doing so much of hard work, convincing the parents, getting the children to school, teaching them so many things, they themselves are not going to get anything other than happiness. That yes, they are doing something good for the society. Other than this happiness and pleasant feeling, they are not going to get anything in terms of money or any other thing, but still they are striving hard. And all his friends also, just like Babar himself, they are themselves students. Still they are learning in the 12th standard, and still they were, I mean, when they started the school. So they themselves were students, but they started teaching other smaller and younger children. Even uneducated people like Tulu Rani Hazra and others have involved themselves in this venture by creating awareness of the importance of education. So, if people also have been helping Babar, even if they themselves are uneducated, they are helping Babar to carry on in the venture. All this definitely indicates a transformation in the attitude of the people towards education. Then, question number 3. Do you feel that Babar Ali's initiation is a success story? Explain. Means, what story you read about Babar Ali, what initiative he took of starting his own school and educating poor children. Do you feel that he has been successful in what he started? Yes, we of course know that it is a successful venture. But then how do you know it? That we are going to explain. When Babar Ali started the school, his intention was to help the less fortunate and poor students by providing education free of cost. But today, a large number of underprivileged poor students get an opportunity to go to school and are progressing in their life. Because of people like Babar Ali, many children whose parents are unable to pay the fees and bear the expenses of the child going to school, because of such people like Babar Ali and the free education that is giving, many underprivileged and poor students get an opportunity to go to school and are learning, getting educated and prospering in their life. Babar Ali's venture has inspired millions of people around the world. The young boy from a small village brought about a change in the society and has also inspired many others to actively participate in such ventures. So, he himself is doing all this till date also, and he inspired even his friends, and other people in the village also to join hands with him. He brought about that change in the thinking atmosphere and thinking way of the people, that how important education is. Hence, we can say that Babar Ali's initiation is definitely a success story. So, what he started is definitely a success story, we can say. So, now I hope all the answers are clear to you. Please write them down in your notebooks as I had told you to make only one notebook for English, write all the lessons in the same notebook, maintain it, because you will need it to read it whenever the exams will be announced. So don't miss to write down these notes in your notebook. So we are done with unit 6 Babar Ali. So the explanation part is over, the question answers are over, discussing the answers is over. Now your job is to write down these answers and write down comprehension 1 in the notebooks. So till then, sorry, in the next week I will see you with another new topic. So till then, keep reading the textbook, go through the answers again and again, write them down, and take care of yourselves. Bye.